Hey, this is Scotty and Lewis with Carnifex, and you're watching Turn It Up Louder.
Hello, how are
Hey,
you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. So this tour, I know I've already had that question for you, but how's the tour so far?
The tour has been fantastic. It's fantastic. Yeah, what more can you ask for? It's been great shows, great bands, great crowd.
Awesome, so let's get straight to it. World War X, what an album. Like,
Thank you.
beautiful. What was it like gearing up for release?
It was a lot of work. We did the record, which was a lot of work. We were in the studio for 8 weeks on that, and then we did all the marketing. We did the music videos, and those were like basically shooting short films. Like it was a very production intensive, and those were on location shoots. So a lot of travel and planning was required. And then just I did a lot of interviews, a lot of video content, just all the song and dance to try to get everyone to pay attention. So it was a lot of work, and we're a self-managed band too, and we do everything ourselves. We completely just handle it internally. So it was a lot of work, but it was worth it. We went out on the Summer Slaughter tour, headlined that with Kettle Decap, and it was awesome. It was a really good tour, actually.
I was going to say you had some great marketing. I kept getting the videos through with the songs, and yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, it was actually like probably the best like record release tour we've done. Nah, not probably. It was. Yeah.
So obviously the first single you had a list from Arch Enemy for No Light Shall Save Us. That track has a great feel and dynamic to it, and the work between you both is amazing. What was the process like working together?
Well, it was really pretty natural, honestly. I got connected to her through a mutual friend that works at the label in LA, and I sent her the pre-production that we had, where the song was at the time. This was probably 6 months before we got to the studio, and she liked it. She responded to the song, and then we just sort of started trading ideas back and forth, and it evolved from there. And what you heard on the record is how it ended up. And we were so happy with it that we decided to do the video. And so we did it. We flew out from Canada and shot the video in California. It was a really good time.
Nice. So obviously this album's heavily themed, kicking off with the title first. Do you kind of want to talk us through that and how that affects the album, choosing to thematic and stuff?
Yeah, my main thing for me was the previous albums had all been very, introverted and interior, and I wanted to find a way. The music was coming out so big, like you mentioned, orchestral, and so in that I wanted to kind of find a way to expand the scope of my lyrical themes, just to kind of match the subtext, And so I framed it through this dystopian future and all that stuff as a way of being able to express internal battles and those types of struggles, but just through the artistic framework of just kind of dystopian future. And I think there's parallels too there with like what you could be dealing with internally, and not that it's a political record because it's really not, but I think it is kind of timely for some of the things that we're seeing.
Definitely.
So there was a parallel there as well that I thought was interesting.
I mean, you kind of just answered the next question, because obviously there's feisty undertones to the tracks, and there's a lot of talk about battles, but more in the sense of inner battles. So do you want to talk us into a little bit of depth of that?
Well, yeah, that was my way of like I said, trying to reframe my style to match the elevation of the music, and really do something different too, because that was what World War X was about pushing farther, and so if you want to push farther you have to take different approaches, and mine was kind of change the perspective on my lyrics, and so that's what that was. It was fun. I enjoyed doing it. I'm going to go back on the next one. But just because I think it's fun to do to kind of have two albums that are sort of at the opposite ends of the spectrum.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I think contrast in records is neat.
And you talked about pushing further. It's kind of, this album kind of defies a lot of people's expectations of you as a band.
I mean, does it? I don't know. I guess it does. I don't. It's kind of hard to pay attention to what is expected from
Yeah.
us. I don't know if No Light Shall Save Us was expected, or was it? I don't know. That's hard to say. Maybe it was. I mean, we had been pushing to do like bigger things,
Yeah.
and I think working with, with other notable artists is definitely something that we had aspired to. So being able to do it on this album was exciting for us. So yeah, I think we're just looking for new ways to kind of do Carnifex with
I'm doing alright.
Awesome. And finally, if you had to sum up the release in one track for someone who'd never listened to you guys before, what would you pick?
Yeah, well,
and
right.
why?
I can only give them one track.
One track.
Well, I mean, we probably have written about 85 songs at this point. But if it
You're
was
gonna make it really difficult.
track, all right, I'll go just to be timely. I'll say "This Infernal Darkness" from our new album. I'll say that one. I'll just take one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Cool, thank you.
This has been 10 Up Louder. Please like and subscribe.